Wednesday, and Samantha is my hero.
All you need is love.
A girl has got to eat.
All you need is love.
She'll end up on the street.
All you need is love.
We're talking about families, our families, and this is such a great topic. I'm so excited about it. And not just because I like to talk about my family. You guys know I'm a little bit annoying about talking about my family. My family is very traditional. I am married. We have 2.3 kids. No, we have, if you count the cats, maybe it works out that way. I think all of them together would work out to about a third of a child. At least pound-wise. By volume, maybe. No, I have a very traditional, married. We have, the stepgirl. So I guess that's a little less traditional. But still, we have the stepgirl, we have the boy. But growing up, I also had a very traditional family in the fact that I had my mom and my dad, my brother, and later my sister. The non-traditional part comes in about when I was 5 or 6. My parents actually divorced, and then a couple of years later, remarried each other. The funny thing is that my grandparents, my mother's parents, did the exact same thing. Divorced each other and then remarried each other. And I've teased my husband that apparently it runs in my family, so we're going to have to do that at some point. Except not. I'd rather not. I had the traditional family for most of my childhood. There were those couple of years where they were divorced, and then they remarried each other, and here's the thing, I blamed myself that they got remarried. I never blamed myself for them getting a divorce. I blamed myself that they were remarried, because at some point I had said, after a trip to my dad's, my mom came to pick us up, and I very, very distinctly remember climbing into the car and saying to my mom, I wish you guys would get back together. And, it was just sort of one of those, kid things where you just want everything to be perfect. And it had nothing to do with wanting my dad back home, necessarily. And then when they did get remarried, I thought that it was because I had said that. And for many years, felt very guilty about it. Turns out it has nothing to do with it. Of course, it's never the kid's fault, either way. But what this has done, it's really made me have a very, very strong stance on the idea that you should never, ever get married or stay together for the kids. Never. If the only reason that you are marrying or staying married is because there is a child or children involved, it cannot work out. It will not work out. And I think that it does more harm than good. I think, the intentions are good. The intentions are to, make a happier childhood for your kids, but in the end, it just hurts them. Because kids are so much smarter than people like to think, than some people think. If you are on your very, very best behavior, and you never let the kids see you fight, you never let them see anything between you, it doesn't matter. You cannot hide that kind of tension and resentment, which is bound to grow from having to be stuck in a relationship where you have no feelings for the other person. The kids will pick up on it. Not only that, but I think you are really, really damaging their opportunity, their chance to have their own amazing relationships in the future. Because you are the model for their relationships, for their love. And if they think that a loveless marriage is okay, you're setting them up to settle for whatever, to accept that it doesn't really matter as long as the circumstances work out. Love is not primary. That love is secondary to comfort or other circumstances. And I think that's robbing someone of the opportunity to fully experience life. The fact is that there are so many forms of families these days, and they work. And as long as they are based on love, you can be separated and have extremely happy children, extremely happy lives. And you know, family is so much. That's the reason this topic is so amazing. There are so many different kinds of families. 2 mommies, 2 daddies, 3 mommies, 4 daddies, whatever. There's, you know, foster kids and your adopted parents, and you know, maybe your grandparents took you in, or you're happily separated. Your parents are happily separated, and that, you know, as long as there's love, it's a family. And despite what some people would have you think, it's a beautiful world in that way. So, blah blah blah. I love my family. My husband has gone to San Diego for several weeks until Christmas, actually. So my family at the moment is separated, but only in a geographical manner. I don't know why I told you guys that. Just felt the need, because I love you guys, and you're my confidants forever and ever. You can't escape it. Clary tomorrow.